That's right, Keegan, he did. JSU started off the Celebration Bowl press conferences today, and Coach Prime did not hold back in what's going to be his last appearance as the head coach of the Jackson State football program. On the eve of the Celebration Bowl, he set the record straight on some few things and addressed some elephants in the room, if you will. And of course, we know at the end of the game tomorrow, he's going to assume the head coaching duties in full at Colorado. And he talked about why he ultimately left JSU after just 3 seasons. On one hand, some of the fan base is happy for what he done at JSU and his tenure. Of course, the national exposure for JSU and HBCUs, and of course, winning games. On the other hand, some fans are upset with how he left Jackson State for a Power 5 program, and he addressed that today.
So you make it just about football, and it's not just about football to me. It's about our trainers and kids that the fire alarms may go off and not being turned off at 3:15 in the morning. It's about people that may not have the proper safety on a campus that they should. I'm not just talking about Jackson State, I'm talking about everywhere. So the things that I want to accomplish, I can't do it by just being the darn football coach and winning games. And I reached a point where I had a real conversation with the Lord. Now, it's funny how you believe the Lord when he said to come here, but you don't believe me when I tell you the Lord may tell me to do otherwise. It's like my God is talking to you about me. I don't think he works like that. And name one thing in football that we haven't accomplished that I said we would, but it's bigger than that.
And Coach Prime also said that the team exceeded expectations rather quickly, and he said he was feeling some tension because JSU was becoming a little too dominant. But Coach Prime also said that he wants to finish on top, and of course, this team wants to go out as winners this weekend, and he talked about how much he wants to be a part of that experience for JSU. I'll have a lot more on that coming up later in sports. But for now, in Atlanta, Joe Cook, 16, WAPT Sports.